Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about reflecting a figure in the x-axis. So we're told that there is a triangle at -1, 1, or with points at, or vertices. My goodness, slow down. The vertices of a triangle are -1, 1, -2, 3, and 6, 3. Draw the figure and its reflection in the x-axis. What that means is wherever this image is, we're going to be flipping it around the x-axis. So wherever it is, if it starts up top, it's going to end up below. If it starts below, it's going to end up top. So let's see where it is. -1, +1. Here's A. -2, +3. Here's B. 6, 3. All right, there's our triangle. Triangle A, B, C. What we're trying to do is figure out where in the world to put A prime. All right, so if we think about reflecting, remember we talked about a mirror, but we also talked about being equidistant. If we have to pick our line of reflection, so this is our x-axis is our line of reflection in this case. It's not always the case, but in this problem it is, because it tells us draw the figure's reflection in the x-axis. That is what made this. All right, so what that means is we're kind of grabbing the x-axis and flipping everything around. Now, how we do that is it's got to be equidistant. The image has to be equidistant to the original from the line of reflection. So we basically just say, how far are we from the line of reflection? In this case, x-axis. So there we're 1 down. So this weird thing is we go 1 down and we have the image of A. We can do the same thing for B. 1, 2, 3 down. So 3. So we got to go 1, 2, 3 down. So here's the image of B. And I can go ahead and connect those. Now C is 1, 2, 3 down. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down. And here is my image of C, such that when I connect all my dots, I now have an image of the original. Now pause the video and copy what is on your screen into your notebook. Oh, let me back up. Actually, it asks us what the coordinates are. -1, -1. So the image of A is -1, -1. Then image of B is -2, -3, 2, -3. And the image of C is going to be 6, -3. And I do want you to notice something, that the original A has the same x-coordinate. The original B has the same x-coordinate, and the original C has the same x-coordinate. This becomes particularly interesting. If we flip around the x-axis, the x values stay the same. And so here we're going to notice that 1, +1 and -1. +3, -3. +3, -3. So when we flip around the x-axis, our x values stay the same and our y values become negative. If they're already negative, that's 2 negatives, that makes a positive. See how that works? So here's our coordinates. Here's from our image. And we should be able to notice that our x values do not change. So when we're reflecting, wow, about the x-axis, x values remain and y values change, or negative. Become. We'll use that word, become. That's the word I was trying to think of. Become negative. That, because if it's negative and it becomes negative, that means it's two negatives and it becomes positive. Just as clarity verbally. Anyway, this is how it works. We've got the coordinates, we've got the image, we've got everything written down. So now you can go ahead and pause the video and copy down what's on your screen into your notebook. Okay, now that you're back, anytime you have to rewatch the video for clarity or to remember something, you need to write what you picked up into your notes. Use arrows, circles, shapes, pictures, or whatever else you need to, but add to your notes to make them yours. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, always remember that you're in school, and when you're learning, it's all about understanding the process, never about just getting the answer. We'll see you tomorrow.